Mr. President, a very sad moment indeed.
Yes, a sad moment indeed, yeah. And we can only say the spirit of comrade Aziz Pahad should rest in eternal peace here. He's made his contribution, which is acknowledged by all and sundry. Yeah. A wonderful human being, yes.
Mr. President, what does this mean? I mean, you seeing your comrades, people who were very key in crafting this South Africa we have today, depart like this, particularly when South Africa faces so many challenges that everyone speaks about.
Well, we are thankful that, they were in our midst and we can't hold it against them. We can only try to emulate their contributions here. Yeah. But, they deserve an eternal rest here.
Thank you very much.
And like all of us, that's where we're heading to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There was former President Kgalema Motlanthe there. I mean, this is someone that you really worked with. And then, of course, for you, it's someone you know personally. And outside of that, Mr. President, you also worked with him before government.
Yes, I mean, we were in the ANC together. We started working together here in Johannesburg. That would be 60, 61, 62, 60, 61, 62, not 60. And then, of course, abroad, because we're both in England for some time, a number of years. And then, of course, came back home. We worked closely with Aziz for many years, and he's a very, I would do, if you want somebody who would you describe as a professional revolutionary, that's Aziz. Very dedicated, very committed to his work. Anything he touched, he would want to understand very deeply. So he was a good thinker. So that by the time he comes to the practical steps, he's thought it out, what is to be done. But as everybody was saying, the youth, in a sense, he had a deceiving manner. You would never understand that Aziz is very serious, partly because of the sense of humor. And people who don't know what he was actually handling would think he was just a very nice person, but actually he handled a lot of very important work of the movement. A matter they didn't raise there, for instance, that he was also part of our intelligence. So he did a lot of our intelligence work, a lot of the people who managed to flush out as enemy agents. For instance, he is one who alerted me that Craig Williamson was a police officer of the South African police, because he was an intelligence officer, apart from other work that he did. So I'm just saying that to say he was really, really very good professional revolutionary, very committed to the success of the work that we have to do, including now. That's part of the why it's very painful that he leaves now, because with all of the challenges we face in the country, you need that exactly as Aziz Pahad to be part of the team that would respond to these challenges.
Thank you very much, President, for your time. I know it's very difficult for you, as you have said, your friend, your colleague, your brother.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it's... but in a sense, what was good is that we kept regularly in touch with him during all of these months that he's been sick, so that indeed we did expect that he would be leaving at some point. So at least it did not come as a shock, because we could see it coming, and stayed with him as long as we could. And he always appreciated that we would come and see him and sit with him around his bed and all that. Because really, and a very committed person to the future of this country, in a way that, in a quiet way, no attempt to be seen and to be heard, to be on camera, to be lauded and praised. No, but very, very detailed in the manner in which he committed. He did his work.
I mean, you are seniors, Mr. President, and we look at our country now, and then we look at people like Aziz Pahad living. Yeah. So, what's your prognosis?
Well, I don't know. We have to respond to the challenges in the country, whether all of the problems that have been identified by everybody. An economy that's declining, unemployment, crime, service delivery issues. Even the ANC itself has said it must renew itself, that must happen. So all of this have to be done. And then many of them they are not ANC issues or even just government issues. They are national challenges. As a people, we must get together and defeat crime.
I think you are in a very vantage point by having been a former president, so you know what we wouldn't ordinarily know. So do you think there's sufficient willingness and preparedness to deal with some of the challenges?
Yes or no, I think so. I think there are many people in the country indeed who want those things, the bad things to end. I think our main immediate challenge here is the challenge of leadership. The challenge of the people are there. And I think if sufficient, strong enough leadership were given, I think you'd get many millions of South Africans who would want to engage all of these challenges the country faces. I think it's a challenge that faces leadership broadly, not just a political leadership. And I think, I think millions of people are ready to tackle the challenges, because none of us wants unemployment and poverty and suffering and all of us. So anyway, thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Really appreciate it. That, of course, was the former president, President Thabo Mbeki.